Embattled Cape Town Mayor Patricia de Lille has welcomed the charges levelled on her by the DA Federal Executive. She says that she looks forward to defending herself in the Federal Legal Council proceedings and clear her name. De Lille's statement came soon after the Democratic Alliance announced its decision to formally charge her after the slew of allegations levelled over the last few months. The party has asked its Federal Legal Commission to investigate allegations against de Lille and submit its report in 60 days. DA leader Mmusi Maimane stated that the party will not support any motion of no confidence against de Lille until the Legal Commission completes its work. However, some of her duties have been delegated to others. Notably now, the mayoral committee members will be asked to drive the city's drought campaign.
We have made a decision to formally charge and invest and ask that the party's Federal Legal Commission investigate the mayor. That those charges preferred against her say that in fact either, as our constitution outlines in 2.5.4.2, that she's deliberately acted in a manner which impacts negatively on the image and performance of the party, that, as it says in 2.5.4.4, fails to carry out his or her duties and responsibility according to the standards by the Federal Council or the party or the relevant and provincial or regional council, or standards required by any or statutory rules of conduct required by the public office he or she holds. 2.5.4.5 brings the good name of the party into disrepute and harms the interests of the party. 2.5.4.6 acts in a manner that is unreasonable and detrimental to internal cooperation in the party. Amongst the number of issues arising was that the Federal Executive deliberated on the following aspects. 1. There was clear evidence of deep divisions of the caucus in the city of Cape Town. And these divisions were shown to have been as a result of the mayor's particular style, which was overwhelmingly viewed as unnecessarily autocratic, divisive, and misaligned to the democratic principles of openness and tolerance. It became clear that this had been contributing to a paralyzing culture of fear amongst elected public representatives, as well as a number of officials in the city of Cape Town, the consequences of which was material and impact on a rational, accountable, transparent decision-making of the city. The Federal Executive could not ignore the fact that the first time in the city of Cape Town's history, a council-mandated independent investigation took the view that the sitting mayor demonstrated allegedly behavior and actions which, on the basis of extensive evidence before them, including the mayor's own representations, prima facie constituted gross misconduct, gross dereliction of duty, and the conduct amounted to deceiving of counsel. Thus, these concerns relate to a range of related serious governance failures, including the My City bus service, the foreshore development projects, and apparent role in actively covering up these failures.
As a result of the ODPP and as a result of the current system of delegations, too much power is centralized, not enough power has been devolved to the committees, to the sub-councils, and to the members of the mayoral committee. So what we will be asking the City Council to do is to thoroughly interrogate whether the system is working effectively at the moment and in the interests of the citizens of Cape Town.
During a press briefing on Sunday, the party listed a slew of grievances against de Lille. Divisions in Cape Town caucus as a result of the mayor's autocratic, divisive leadership style. Organizational restructuring used to remove experienced officials and replace them with officials with loyalty to the mayor. Key decision-making structures are stripped of powers and functions to centralize overwhelming power in the mayor. Authority and democratically enshrined role of the mayoral committee undercut by the mayor. The mayor interfered with and manipulated appointments at a senior management level within the city. Claims made by Craig Kesson, Executive Director in the Directorate of the Mayor, in a protected disclosure alleging maladministration and serious governance irregularities. Serious governance failures including a My City bus service and the foreshore development projects, and the Mayor's alleged role in their cover-up.
It was quite expected that the DA will take a decision today that decision was whether to release her from her duties or charge her. So I think what they opted to do, they opted to charge her so that they can be able to play around with the kind of a backlash that they will get from the constituency of Patricia. The DA is managing the mood because they have raised all kinds of things that the Lille has actually violated, including gross misconduct, interfering with the administration. Those are the serious misconduct that require some kind of suspension, and then you are able to deal with these issues and root out. But what is quite interesting in Musi's articulation of their decision, he speaks about the collective, but at the same time contradicts himself, isolating De Lille from that particular collective.
In a statement soon after, De Lille said, and I quote, "I feel that I have now been granted the opportunity to give my side of the story, look forward to defending myself and my actions at the FLC proceedings." She added that she is disappointed that they are already stripping me of my powers even before disciplinary process, end quote.
The Democratic Alliance invoked the Roman empire methods of punishment, where they say, look, we're giving you the opportunity to fall on your sword, because if you kill yourself, political suicide, so to speak, you'll be kind to yourself. If you refuse to do it, we will do it for you. But when we do it for you, we will make sure that it's worthwhile. And hence they are coming up with a litany of charges. One thing you can be assured of, if mainstream media will do the work in the most efficient manner to ensure that Patricia de Lille, whatever is left of integrity and standing in politics, is completely gone. They want to use this De Lille incident as a ruse for a much more bigger issue on a national scale, and that is of the motion of no confidence that they will most certainly be sponsoring in one President Jacob Zuma in a short order of time from now. So they want to be able to come from that point of view on a moral high ground and say, we have taken action amongst our very own, therefore we are justified with a moral high ground to demand and insist that action must be taken against the President of the Republic.
While they have focused on expanding the membership of the organization to include black people, colored and Africans specifically, and Indians in the Western Cape. But the problem is that now it's facing the challenge of how it's going to manage its own internal diversity. If you remember, when the mayor of the city of Cape Town was Helen Zille, his powers were kept intact. Now, when Helen Zille left the city of Cape Town to go and be the premier, now it's coming up with issues of raising the issue of the removal of the powers of the mayor. They realize that De Lille has overstayed her welcome within the DA, and therefore that is why they're going for the action. And they're going to be renting another black person is going to be rented so that they can be able to win over the electorate. The problem of Cape Town is diversity. And the DA is not found on the principle of non-racialism, and that's the problem that the DA is facing.